Hello and welcome to another super exciting unboxing with me, Beta Ben for Pixel Spank. Today I've got a Hulkbuster. Specifically it's an Eaglemoss 1, I don't really know much more than that. I've got a few in this set, the Hulk behind me there, and Nick Fury, Loki. It's mostly from Avengers and Age of Ultron. This one's obviously an Age of Ultron one. Just destroy all value there, take that out. Okay, so let's ignore that for now. What do we get magazine wise? I thought that was oddly firm. There's a big thick bit of cardboard in there. So these all come with a little magazine giving you some So I've just read this cover to cover. It's mostly about Tony Stark, a little bit about Iron Man, and a few behind the scenes things from the film. Nothing you haven't heard before, but not awful. Quite a page turner. It's not very long. It's only about 16 pages. Right, okay, quite easily actually was the answer. I was thinking about ripping it open, maybe just trashing the whole thing. It's actually, see, it's quite weighty. Didn't think it would be. Look at that in a minute. Now the tape. See, I'm prepared now. I have a knife. The willingness to slice my own hand off. These are what you need to be a full-time unboxer person. Come on. Alright, yeah, that's sheared off. That's just waiting to do you in. It's funny, you don't actually need any of this tape, but when you get something that doesn't have it, it does feel wrong. Alright. Yeah, it is quite heavy actually. So let's have a good look at it. I haven't actually really looked at this before. It's been sat in the box for ages now. It's heavy. It's very solid. It's supposed to be slightly distressed looking. It does look distressed, but not in the way they hope. There's some elements of it are very good, some not so much. So I'll just pop that there for a minute. What immediately springs to mind is the gold isn't very good, particularly where gold meets red. And in fact, actually no, it's the silvers. It's the feet. The feet are awful. The feet look sort of claymation. I now need. Hopefully, there's a picture in here. Ah, yeah. There's a picture in here of the figurine, which. Fair play, it looks similar to the picture. The paintwork in the picture is quite a bit better. Yeah, it's supposed to have a distressed look to it, which is fair enough, but I feel like distressed is code for sloppy, you know? Let's see, is there actually... I need a picture of the Hulkbuster, ideally. There's not going to be one, is there? Ah, there is one. Okay. Yeah, see, I'm looking at the actual Hulkbuster here, and it doesn't look like sort of clay that's been painted, whereas this one somewhat does. Now it's only up close. If I look at it from a distance, no, it's still not great. It's the legs and feet are particularly bad. They actually look slightly the wrong size, to be honest. They look a little bit like a child wearing their parents' Wellington boots as an image. I'm going to throw that in there. Got a good weight to it. The base is decent. The actual the mold is fine. It looks fine. It's just the paintwork's not very good. It strikes me as one of those things where you might see online where an artist will like repaint it themselves. They're like, yeah, it's all right, but could do with more. What's this card that came with it? Let's see, Marvel Movie Collection, Certificate of Authenticity, Hulkbuster Armour. Apparently this is 16,620. So there's a few of them out there. What I particularly like is this card has got printing for another 2 decimal places, meaning that they considered making just shy of 10 million. Like they had the forethought of that. I think this was, well, this is given to me, but I think price is around 30 quid, so it's pretty reasonable, to be honest. For the size of it, it's not too bad. Let's see, you get, I mean, they do a larger one, obviously, that goes to the size of the Hulk, but together, they don't look too bad, to be honest. It's not an amazing set. You wouldn't want it on your desk, that's too up close, but on a shelf, I could see that work. Perhaps between 2 books, with the, you know, two rows of books. It's got enough weight that it could hold up a stack of DVDs or books or whatever. That is a benefit there. This is slightly annoying to me. The footprint, the base isn't the footprint. The footprint is larger than the base. There's no practical thing that I could think of that would annoy me, but it somehow annoys me. There's not really much more to say about it. There's no articulation. There's not really anything to it, to be honest. But it's, yeah, I don't hate it. Just, there's no paint coming off in my hands. That's a bonus. It's quite nicely detailed in places, but it just wanted a bit better paint job. It definitely feels like they painted it and they're like, it's the best we can do. We're going to have to say it's distressed. Which doesn't really make any sense, because it was never actually, like, in the film, it went from new to being beat up by the Hulk, in which case, like, it has an arm replacement, I seem to remember, and like chunks were missing out of it where it had been knocked around quite a bit. But on this, you can just see that there's bits here where it should clearly be silver, and there's bits of gold going over the top. You can almost tell where it was painted red to start with, then silver, then gold, because you can tell, like, the shoddiness of the paint goes up from there, which probably means it was hand painted or something like that. So you might, you know, your mileage might vary. Some will be better than others, possibly. Even although I'm looking at the pictures they've got here, even in these, like, the footwork is still not great, and by the foot I mean the foot paint job is still not great. So I think, you know, it's never going to be superb, but for 30 quid, that's pretty, and that's top end retail price. So you could, looking around, you could probably find it cheaper than that, couldn't you? If you go to a shop, you'll probably end up paying more, but in the right place, you could probably find it for cheaper, which is pretty reasonable. Not a bad price for a gift, is it? So that's the Hulkbuster Armour, Avengers Age of Ultron, Marvel Movie Collection, Eaglemoss Collector's Edition version 1. I don't know, there's like 50 different things on here it could be called. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.